What's up, friend, and welcome back to another Avatar: The Last Airbender standard video. And today we're going to have a look at Golgari Counters again. I think every new set that comes out, have a look at Golgari Counters. And this is honestly the strongest Golgari Counters has ever felt, thanks to these Avatar upgrades. This deck has done so fantastic for me. I have an 8-1 record with it, going all the way into the top 300 mythics. So I am so excited about that. And now let's have a look at the deck list and these new upgrades, which have just really pushed Golgari Counters over the edge. So the Golgari Counter deck has always kind of really loved the Hollow Merc Siege. It's a fantastic engine in a deck like this. 2 mana enchantment. As this enchantment enters, you choose Sultai or Abzan. Sultai, whenever a counter is put on a creature you control, draw a card. This ability triggers only once each turn. For Abzan, whenever you attack, put a 1/1 counter on target attacking creature, it gains menace until the end of turn. And most of the time we want to choose Sultai here so we can draw cards. Drawing cards is really important in Magic, especially with kind of like a mid-rangey deck like this is. But if you have a Hollow Merc Siege in play already, or you need to push more damage, you can also go with Abzan, and then you give a creature a 1/1 counter and menace. Now, the greatest thing about the Hollow Merc Siege is that it triggers off of Earthbending. So we have Earthbender's Ascension here, for instance. It's a 3 mana enchantment, and when it enters, you Earthbend 2. And you search your library for a basic land card, put it onto the battlefield tapped and shuffle. Landfall, whenever a land you control enters, put a quest counter on this enchantment, and when you do, there's 4 or more quest counters on it, put a 1/1 counter on target creature control and it gains trample until the end of turn. So when you're Earthbending, a target land you control becomes a 0/0 land creature with haste, and then you put 1/1 counters on it equal to the amount of Earthbending that you're doing. So those 1/1 counters are going to be triggering your Hollow Merc Siege, which is awesome. Simultaneously, Earthbender Ascension is a way for you to, distribute 1/1 counters across your board. Also give creatures trample, because we can definitely grow creatures pretty big in this deck list, and the trample is really important. So ways for us to Earthbend: we have Earthbender's Ascension. We also have Bazing-Say. This is the land that enters tapped unless you control a basic land. You can tap it for green, and for 3 in a tap you Earthbend 2, activate only as a sorcery. Bazing-Say is so incredibly powerful. Like, this card impresses me so much. It's just single-handedly like winning games for us. And then of course Badgermole Cup as well. When this creature enters, Earthbend 1, whenever you tap a creature for mana, add an additional green. And then we also have the Llanowar Elves in here. It's a little bit more like mana dorks. Now, no green deck list, especially when you care about 1/1 counters, is complete without a Roboroid, our 4 mana 1/3 plant that distributes 1/1 counters to each creature control, where access to creature's power at the beginning of our combat. And the Roboroid can be surprisingly powerful in combination with Earthbender's Ascension. Now, another card that synergizes well with 1/1 counters, and it's just very well positioned in the meta, is the Scavenging Ooze. 2 mana 2/2, where for green you can exile a target card from a graveyard, and if it was a creature card, put a 1/1 counter on it and you gain 1 life. Really great tool to have in the main when Kavero and the Lesson deck list are so popular. It's generally like a very good creature, and we have access to a lot of green mana in this deck anyways, so very easy to activate. Now, I still want to play a single spicy copy of Lewis the Pompous Pillager. We can definitely ramp up a good amount in this deck list with the Badgers, the Elves. We are playing 24 lands as well, so big chances that your Lewis Pompous Pillager is going to hit for a lot. Overall, I think Golgari is super well positioned. I also love the Sentinel of the Nameless City with the map tokens to distribute more 1/1 counters. Like, the deck just worked beautifully, and it is truly the strongest Golgari Counters has ever felt to me. So let's dive into the gameplay. You can check it out for yourself, and I'll see you guys again in the next video. All right. Looks fine. Looks fine. Peter could be a funny end piece as well. Oh, but that's like, we'd got to be in, we'd have to be in Abzan for that, right? May as well like crack this, like just curve out or whatever. Well, your Llanowar Elves is dead. Is your strategy falling apart now? Oh, yo, what the hell? This is Selesnya. Gotta be like a Selesnya Gear Hulk pile then, the huge. Definitely is. Okay, I guess I'm fucked. What the hell? What the fuck? I guess I'm fucked. Well... bruh. Is all I can say. Wee woo. Wee woo. We're doomed. What the fuck? That's not right, though. That's not right. God's favorite Gear Hulk enjoyer. Yeah. Probably draws like that are needed to go somewhere with Selesnya in this economy, but jeez. That's not cute. You know what I mean? That's not cute. At least we're like a bit faster than them, but... Yeah, the starting towns are also hurting them. You know, we move. We move, I guess. Yep. Grab all the removal. I could go in with this to try and draw more cards. My Roboroid is definitely getting removed. Like, they're gonna remove a Roboroid and a Deep Cavern Bat for sure. I could also see something like Menace here. That could be interesting as well, but... I think I need the cards. Keep it real. Okay, found another plant. Thing is, like, if they block with the Inspector... Alright. Well, well, well. I'm just really hoping that, like, A, they suffer under their own starting towns. Okay, but do I not just, like... Okay. Well, we just... The greatest thing there is that we were just faster, because I don't think we would have ever outvalued 3 Gearhulks, but... Holy shit. Got away with it. Just about. So I think this is just like the Selesnya Gearhulk deck. I think it's just kind of like mid-rangey. I've seen this before, I believe. Yeah, I think it's like... I'm trying to remember. I think it's just like Selesnya mid-range situation. Like, how the fuck do I board against this though? Is the better question. I guess I want some artifact enchantment hate. The game is probably gonna go long. So I guess some Vivians. I could see a Maelstrom Pulse. Because they have a lot of these like annoying permanents, and they should have a lot of them, especially because Gearhulk can tutor it up. Like, maybe I go something like this. Nah, I don't think they're playing Cage. I don't think they're playing Cage. I think it's just Gearhulk mid-range. It's been a long time since I've seen anybody on Cage. I like Llanowar Elves on one. I don't like the fact that we don't have black mana, though. But I may want to just take... I may want to take this Gamba. I may want to take the Gamba. Should have a lot of black sources, I think, on the draw. Okay, did end up finding it though. Gamba. Yeah, I usually just play Cage. Like, if I play Selesnya, I'm playing Cage because I love like Cage decks. It just occurred to me that we can't call Elsew's grandma because we have an actual grandma now. Well, that's Gran. That's Gran. It's a little different, surely. Alright, let's see if we can stop that Gearhulk that I most likely have. Oh. Wait, the fuck? The Sarima? What the hell? Are they Kona? What? How would you play Kona and Gearhulk in the same deck? Dude, what? I'm not sure. Transformational sideboard in a Kona. Literally. Clearly. I wonder if I should just go with the Menace. Kinda. Gonna grow my little dude. The Earth King? Okay, what the hell are you up to, bro? Do I, like, just not care? Probably. Pulse? Maelstrom Pulse? No, Maelstrom Pulse is anything. Not target null and permanent with the same name. Is this... interesting. You just got, like, a bunch of one-offs, I guess. Definitely some thinning out in there with the... Oh, you meant for casting. Yeah. It's 3 mana. Well, I'm just gonna vibe, I guess. Got a 7 power Deep Cavern Bat. I mean, I'm liking my chances here. Obviously, if that thing gets removed, things are different. Okay, well... our deck kind of just skill diffed them, not gonna lie. Okay. Anywhere else? My friend. Develop the siege. Go for the counters though. Yay! Got some cards! Okay, what are we up against here? I don't know one of these. Slightly worried about counter magic here though. Ah, fuck it, I'm gonna roll it out. Screw it. Hey, you got away with it? Hey! Big if true. Perfect. Definitely a control deck. At least Hollowmark Siege survived. I'm happy about that. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We're flooding again, I fear. So dumb. I just have no other words. This is just so dumb. This deck loves to draw Shoot the Sheriff and lands. That's it. Alright then. L deck. Hopefully I can get through this though. More lands. Yippee. Yay. Woo. Yeah. I'm hyped. Okay. Dude, what? Why did they just give me the win? Hello? Not them giving me lethal, yeah. Alright, well, thanks, I guess. Shout out to Billy. Thanks. They must have known that we flooded out, so they were like, let me help you out real quick. Period. Okay, I'll take it, chat. The rest is Vivian. Guess we could go on with some heritage racks. No scoos. Menace. Menace? Viv cleans up the dragons. Viv cleans up the artifacts and enchantments. Yeah, I think I'm okay with this. Maybe a bitter triumph, just to play safe. How'd we win that? They bounced the siege back into our hand, which allowed us to choose the menace side, basically. Not the brightest play, but, you know. Damn, one-lander. Probably keepable still, based on how crazy we flood out, but, you know. It's fine. Vibes, I guess. Yeah. I guess they must have not read the other mode, you know. Badger. Dead badger? Countered badger? Countered badger. Siege. Countered siege. Okay. Going well. Going well. God, I don't have a basic. Oh well. I want to play Vivian out here anyway. Are they running an anti-Golgari deck? Nah, it's just blue-eyed control. Yeah. But Bazingze should be doing fantastic here to just make it so that we can win. Okay, so they did have Grandma. I have my bitter triumphs though, still, and all that stuff. Yeah, Grandma immediately is pretty brutal. All basics, yeah. All basics, everything. No issue. Alright, I'm gonna make my way over to Viv's ultimate, I guess, at some point. See what the bat does. This is becoming a mess. Two planeswalkers fighting off. Never mind. Shouldn't have said that. I said two planeswalkers? No I didn't. F. Christ. They just rip Overlord and Beza. Holy shit. Come on, man. What is that? What the helly? Yeah, please. Thank you. But I have so many things to deal with because now also like this Overlord of the Mistmores is gonna come down and I gotta deal with that as well. To make 4 2/1s. I mean, when the control deck somehow is more aggressive than the creature counter deck, something's gone wrong. What the hell even? Something does not add up in that sense. Two tap lands breaks my heart, but just hoping that I can draw some stuff. Yeah. I'm hoping for the draws to help me out. Please and thank you. That. What the fuck? Doesn't Torpor Orb fuck them up? Chat. Aren't they the Overlord of the Mistmores, Beza? What the shit? They have like 2 creatures with ETBs. Go ahead and play the Torpor Orb out. It hurts you more than it hurts me, bro. Like, what the fuck? Go ahead. Bruh. What the fuck? No, seriously. What the fuck kind of sideboard strategy is that? Bro. Okay. Going well. Well, Badgermole... like, Torpor Orb and Badgermole Hay is deranged. Like, there's nothing else to say about it, really. That card is too slow. I'm actually just gonna try and develop the Roboroid. I don't think they have shit. I like Torpor Orb. I just don't think you should play it in a deck where you have Bezas and shit. Like, that's crazy. Anyway, I'm sure it'll be rewarded with a board wipe, of course. Of course. Never punished. That easy. Vibe check. Your best of one opponents always have main deck authorities or ghost vacuums. Yeah, I mean, that's the meta though, right? Like, not to be that bitch, but that's the meta. Who's authority good against? If your opponent makes a ton of otters, anything aggressive. Like, people will always play aggro decks in best of one, so... Authority buys you a lot of time as a control player against creature decks, I guess. Go to the Overlord here. Yeah, it's a good card, I fear. In best of one, like, those, like, silly texts can be the difference between you winning or losing. I mean... Would really love to find Basing Say at some point, not gonna lie. You bastard. Come on, man. You just chaining overlords now? Alright. Put the counters here, but then these don't trample over. Yeah, but Uroboroid does not give trample. So... my problem. I wanna, like, force them into a bad spot, you know? Yeah, better. Less trample. I mean, I'm feeling pretty good here with these Earthbender Ascensions. Not to jinx myself, but I'm feeling pretty good. Okay. Did Billy find a board wipe? You're still dead, though. I fear. Like, you're still gonna die to the Roboroid. And I have the Cottage I can still animate. Yeah, it really feels like they're king of Nombos. So many Overlords and then still playing Pinnacle Starcage. Really. Torp Orb in a deck like that. Man, look at the Earthbender Ascension clutching this, though. Holy shit, you guys. What a card. Damn. Damn. Life's good. Random thought, is there a reason for the emote your go to exist? BM. Alright, GG's. Just BM, I guess. GG. It's not bad. It's not bad. I wanted to make like a dedicated firebending deck at some point, but... yeah, if they actually manage to get the Lulu here... Of course they do. Skill diff. Turn 2 Delirium. With a fear of missing out attacking us. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Skill diff. Their chairs, yeah, their gaming chair is popping off. How can you even do against a turn 2 Delirium? I don't know. Just sit and smile. Not and smile, y'all. Like, Jesus Christ, this curve. Oh my. Yo, what's up, Chronic? Welcome to the stream. Y'all, like, it's like... that is just not even fair. They turn to Delirium because their Surveil land managed to put Wildfire Rickafolk in there, then Breakout got them Fear of Missing Out, with which they discarded Summon Brynhilder. Artifact, creature, sorcery, enchantment. Like, absolute bullshit. Absolute bullshit. Yeah, this is the high roll of the century. Crazy stuff, man. That's the heart of the cards. I guess it is. Deck. Yeah. Really is. It's the season for magical Christmas land. That's true. It's the season. It's the season. I think I'm too slow to get Hollow Siege value, I think. We have a lot of, like, graveyard hate and stuff, which I do like. We'll go about like this. But yeah, I think Delirium, in general though, like, jokes aside, I think Delirium is a very, like, underplayed deck. Anyways. I think Delirium is very underplayed. I think it's actually one of the top decks right now that people just aren't exploring enough. Get myself some green here. Okay. No turn to Delirium. Skill issue. Whoa. I guess I shouldn't speak so soon, huh? They could still do it, I guess. I'm just gonna go like this. Double Badger. Nor we are unbothered. Yeah, Maelstrom Pulse is looking juicy here, though. Could be able to do it all. Okay. 2 for 1 with Maelstrom Pulse. We do love to see it. SD beatdown. Nah, thanks though. Crazy how the deck feels not as disgustingly powerful when it's not turn 1 Delirium. Turn 2, I guess, but yeah. Okay, let's run that back. Gonna be a little bit more tricky on the draw, though, I will say. I will say. I'm laughing, but I'm probably not gonna be laughing after this game. I fear. I'm not gonna be laughing much longer. $20 for lands, find a 0. I mean, that's not really where we want to be at. Reading out a little bit here. Hit him with the elf. Damn, they whiffed on that? Bruh. Okay, that's kind of crazy. They must have like pyroclasms and stuff in their hand. I'm hoping to snatch it away from them here. Scorching shot. We'll get rid of that. I mean, honestly, night and day difference. Night and day difference. Holy shit. What the hell is this? What the hell? I don't think so. Okay, this doesn't make me particularly happier either, but okay. Also, as a millennial, I'd like to take a moment to appreciate that D&D terminology is just a normal part of language now. We made it far. I really wonder what made D&D like go into the mainstream like that. Was it just like Stranger Things? Was it Stranger Things or just to go back to Baldur's Gate? I really do wonder. I'd imagine like largely Stranger Things, right? Critical Role success. Yeah, I guess, did Critical Role pop off before Stranger Things popped off? Because I feel like Stranger Things is definitely more mainstream than Critical Role. Like, if you're into Critical Role, you're already in like nerd spaces, you know? I don't know if that's correct to say. I feel like it is, but I feel like if you are familiar, if you know Critical Role, you're probably already in nerd spaces, and then, you know, I feel like normies, the normies probably got into it through Stranger Things. Must be like a culmination of both, I guess. Oh no, I'm not talking about like nerd culture in general. I'm just talking about like the rise of D&D. You think Critical Role got popular because of the hype Stranger Things generated? Yeah, I don't know. It'd be really interesting to see how far it goes back. Probably just like a culmination of both, I guess. Shooting the dragon. Okay. Either way, it's cool to see D&D pop off like that. That's the TLDR. It's cool to see it pop off. I was just curious, thinking like what y'all's opinion was on what may have, you know, caused it to pop off further. Yeah, Critical Role definitely didn't. I think Critical Role is definitely the reason for more nerdy, like, video game enjoyers to explore D&D. I think BG3 was a bit after the fact. I think BG3 was more after. BG3 was... It's definitely not like D&D is like popping off because of BG3, because BG3 is... I was like... I think we definitely have to look back at like the COVID and maybe a little bit before pre-COVID era. Oh, they're Gamba. A natural extension of the video game culture becoming normal. Yeah. Could be also just like naturally happening because D&D is always so involved. I could definitely see that too. Yo, these double overlords make it scary, not gonna lie. What's bad gonna do, broker? In response, they're just gonna fire off Smuggler Surprise. Because I play double Roboroid, like I now have 10 power creatures. So that's why not bad, lol. Oh shit. I whiffed anyway. Okay, so they're like a crazy smuggler random encounter teamer deck, I guess? With ramp pieces in there. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Honestly, not entirely sure. I guess I can go in with my Duresses to try and slow them down. Who's could still hit some of these random encounters, I guess. Let's try it out. Okay, let's go. We're into D&D in the 90s, zeros, and definitely didn't notice it mainstream until Stranger Things. Yeah, that's kind of like, I truly think that's when like the normies got in it. That's my personal belief as well. That's when the normies realized D&D existed. And then, you know, nerds could have been just Critical Role. I think I need ramp and stuff. I think this is too slow. Badger. Then again, I think it all like depends on where you were in life and stuff. Either way. Start with a bat. What the fuck? Terminal velocity? I had to read that card. Damn. Damn. Maximum Gamba. Opponents came here to gamble, and you know what? I respect it. They're not playing around. They're on a mission. No playing. Greatest power tied for the greatest power, so it's like unavoidable that we okay. Kind of unavoidable that we could get past this Fenrir. Why not Earthbender Ascension? That's not how Earthbender Ascension works, I fear. Yeah, random encounters eat him alive. Earthbender Ascension only puts counters on things once you have 4 quest counters, I fear. I want to kind of remove this. Just so I can attack with everything. Alright, well, slightly worried about whatever the hell their random encounter is going to bring them, but hopefully the casino is closed, so we'll see about that. Oh shit. Okay, board wipe. Anti-negative 62. Almost 5 years. What the hell? Thank you so much. Okay, they may be able to get through this. Not gonna lie. They may be able to get through this. Yeah, we got Earthbender online. Like, that's good. However... I did take Lois out, so Lois is not a top deck. Damn it. I was like hoping they would whiff. They had the Volporn Tyrant, the life gain, and card draw. Nor. Kinda sucks. Man. It's like one off if I earthbend it onto the blooming, or earthbend it onto the blooming marsh, right? Yeah, it would have been a one off. But I mean, it's like little tyrant is going to be a tyrant. Surprisingly. Oh, nah. Can you be nice? Maybe. I can beat their life gain, for real. Can beat their life gain, chat. No! Bruh. They're being haters, chat. Yeah, looking kind of dark-sided. Okay, I never get out of that. I was like, maybe I can beat 1, even though I doubt it. I can never beat fucking 2. Oh my god, is that Snow Worries? That's a really cute emote. Holy shit. Is that from like the winter hype trains? That's very adorable. I still have my haha holidays one. What is that? Like the cats? Cute. Try to figure out like where the hell they're from, but I know where the new ones are. Is that the new ones? You always forget Tyrant returns as a token. Yeah, it's pretty fucked up. I mean, maybe I need more graveyard hate? I mean, I have 2 Skoos, but... You missed Vraska Golgari Queen? Oh, yeah. Like, low-key, one of the worst things about Universes Beyond is that we get less Planeswalkers. I hate that. Give me some nice 3-drops, some nice 4-drop Planeswalkers so I can live my best life. Thank you very much. I really miss them. I'm gonna be fucking 50 years old by the time I get another new Angrath Planeswalker. I can't. Please. The girls want one thing and it's a new Angrath. What do I have to do? Did you hear they desparked our diva Liliana? I did hear that. Scandalous. Now Professor Onyx is going to be a legendary creature. L. How dare they? Anyways, hopefully it's a nice sacrifice card. Nah. We'll see. Wee vibes, wee vibes. Stop it. Seriously? Stop it. What are you doing? Lauren, another Lily commander. I mean, I guess it's not possible, but we may just get another, like, maybe new commander or something. That'd be cute. Yeah, you're embarrassing me in front of my opponent, right in front of my salad. What the hell am I gonna go after? I could hit a random encounter and then like duress a random encounter, but I kind of feel like getting rid of Merang River Region, to be honest. Yes, that's exactly the energy we need. Thank you. That's the shit I want. That's it. That's it. Oh no. Also flood. Whew. How long did that, like, for dear life? I do like those Gamba decks though, like they're fun. They're fun. You would have preferred a Johnny to stay dead? A Johnny catching strays? Right in front of my salad. Again. Yeah, could you imagine if a Roboid gave negative counters? Yo, that would have been so sick. Alright. Well, we got through it, guys. That was a weird game. I think Ray, you know, the casino was closed. Let's just put it that way.